Let's go, guys! Boa noite, galerinha. Como é que vocês estão? Estamos aqui com mais uma história de Dev International in English and Portuguese now. Mas, como eu não pronuncio muito bem inglês, porém entenderei bem inglês, estou aqui com um convidado especial que vocês já viram muitas vezes aqui para me auxiliar, que é o Michel Amaral. Boa noite, Michel.
Fala, Maicão, beleza? Se for para auxiliar, ferrou, cara. Tô brincando. Dá para desenrolar, né? Dá para desenrolar. Mas eu já tô sabendo que o Michael ele fala muito bem português. Então a gente vai fazendo um meio a meio aí.
E agora temos um porém, né? É Mike, Michel e Michael. Mas vamos chamar ele aí agora para conversar com ele e contar um pouco da história dele. Welcome, Michael.
Good evening, guys.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How's it going?
Great, guys. Thank you so much for inviting me tonight to be with you, to talk a little bit. This is my pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. And thank you for being here with us. And I think it's very hard to pronounce your last name. It's so hard, man.
In fact, my first name, not Michael as well. My full name will be like Michael Gudzevskyi. So
it's so hard.
So just to simplify my life, I prefer introduce myself as a Michael. This is
Michael.
Easier for everyone.
And for me, it's weird because my name in Portuguese is Michel, but when I travel to another country, I need to use Michael or Mitchell, because if I say Michel is a female name.
Yes. True.
So, galera, se vocês estão assistindo, qualquer coisa, eu não sei como que vão fazer aqui, mas qualquer coisa, quem tiver dúvida, falar não entendi, pode mandar lá no chat, por gentileza. A gente está olhando o chat aqui, tá bom? E aí nós vamos iniciar a live por enquanto. O Mike, chama de Mike. O Mike, ele está aqui conosco e ele fala também um pouquinho de português, que fala muito bem. Ele conversa muito bem inglês, né? Mas vamos lá, vamos ver como que eu vou sair aqui ao vivo com eles.
Vai tudo certo.
Vai dar tudo certo.
Tudo certo, fala muito bem, melhor que o inglês.
Melhor do que, exatamente. Falando português, fala bem melhor do que eu em inglês, exatamente. Então, vamos iniciar aí. Eu estou um pouquinho ansioso, estou com um pouquinho de vergonha, mas vamos lá. Mike, I will say your name, Mike, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Tá tudo bem.
Tudo bem, tá tudo bem. Mike, when you initiate in technology, when you started with technology, you know, now I will create apps, I will use the language programming. When?
Okay, so your question is where I become who I am right now, yeah?
Yeah. What was your first contact with technology and computers and technology in general, or code? Okay, that's great. I will code for the rest of my life.
Well, in fact, it was a little bit different, yeah. When I was a teenager, after high school, I decided to be a musician, yeah. Nothing about programming, nothing about engineering. I tell you even more. I saw that it's so bored things to sit and make some programs, to not talk to people, and I didn't like that.
Then you play some instruments, right?
Yeah, over here, my instrument. You can't see, but it's over there. Yeah, like right there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Yes. However, after like less than 1 year, I realized that it's something was not the best decision in my life to be a musician, and I stopped study. I stopped my university process. And then one day, a friend of mine came to me and he said, Michael, I'm studying to be a programmer. I love front end. And he showed me just, he was my very close friend. And he was like, just, I don't care about that, but he wanted to show me what he's doing, you know? And man,
Yeah.
he said about that with this like fire, you know? His eyes was like that, you know? He was like excited about what he's doing, you know? And day by day,
And for you, oh, okay.
yes, I was like, okay, you're friends. I will see what you study, what you're doing, but like, that's it, you know. But this was the beginning of my career, you know. I didn't realize that, but that was something that he showed me that, you know. He showed me that this is something more
And
than
it
just.
was when you were a teenager and 16, 17 years old.
17 years old, 17.
Okay.
So, and
Now,
I decided.
how old are you now?
28.
28. Oh, it's a teenager yet.
Yeah, no, right now,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really.
I'm
Yeah.
a grandpa because I'm 39 years old. The next year,
39.
40 years old. The next year.
Well, you don't look like.
Oh, thank you.
So that's it. That's how I then. Should I speak more? I don't know. Did I answer to your question?
Yeah. It was your first contact, and about the first job. Okay, I will learn front end and code, and which materials or websites or books you used to learn, and when you was hired for the first time.
Yeah, this is a nice question, because after my friend was expired me, I decided to be a graduated in this area.
Great.
However, like here in Brazil, yeah, young people used to work, and at the same time they used to study. Yeah, so that was my way of living more than 4 years. Yeah, so I was studying, and at the same time I was try to get a job. Yeah, and it was quite hard to make. Why? Because everywhere in every country, people want from you to be young and to be very experienced, you know.
Yeah.
And it's quite hard.
That's the problem.
Because
you need to have experience, but you were starting and you don't have experience. Then
yes,
what can I do?
yeah, and was very hard. It was even sometimes dismotivate me, because you like hard working, you hard study, and you pay university, yeah, and there are a lot of stuff going on in
in
the
4 years,
background.
man, it's a long time to produce something real.
Yes, and but it was happen. I guess after only 7 months or 8 months. Be honest, I don't remember, but it happened in 1 year. Yeah, after I start study, I start to be interested in that. I guess under 1 year, yeah, I got my first job. It was very simple job. I was working with WordPress.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, because I couldn't make anything better than that. Yeah,
PHP.
yeah. That's why till today I hate PHP. I don't like them at all. And sorry, devs, excuse me.
No, man, no problem. Then your first contact, your first job was with WordPress and PHP, and you worked just with a front end developer, or you you know that at time you know about the database, MySQL, or back end abilities too, or
Well,
just
this is
front end.
yeah, this question very interesting as well because I was a very how can I say inspired by what I see, yeah, by the visual stuff.
Yeah,
Like uh, I was I love to do and I love to see what I'm doing, yeah. I
yeah,
mean, when you are do some backend, it's just a black terminal and yourself and nothing more. Yeah. So yes, at university I had to study a lot of computer science, data, and all those stuff. However, I wasn't happy with that a lot, and at university was a lot of bored stuff that I saw that I will never use that in my life, but I had to do that because it's quite hard to get a job without diploma, yeah, without having a diploma. So that's basically why I decided to study, yeah, to be graduated, not just to know the stuff. So I was like focused on to find the job in only front end from this beginning, from my beginning.
yeah. Okay, then for you, you think that is important when you start in as a developer, start with front end and design, because you can see something, and because back end is more abstract, and if you can see, you can make something and you can have feedback quickly, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is something that I cannot say that my first job was so beautiful. Maybe if I would see that now, I would like be very sad with that. But you know, we are starting with something, yeah. Everyone, so that's okay. And yes, for example, even today, sometimes I'm very hard to receive some critique of the things I'm doing visual. It's about visual part, yeah.
Okay.
Especially when I have to do, for example, design, yeah. Even though I'm not designer, but like I can do that. And I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it's important when you need to, the first thing you need to understand what problems you need to solve is the first step. Okay, I need to solve
Yes.
this problem, and the second, I need to understand the flow. Okay, I will start here, and after that, I need to do something, and this is the next step, the next. Okay, then you can see the flow. It's like a designer. We need to understand, and after that, for me, is important the front end, and the last thing is database and the infrastructure and backend API. I think the design and front end guides the development process for me.
Yeah, you're right. That user experience, for example, for your front end, for the client side, is quite important as well as business part, which you say back end, right?
Yeah,
Some people don't put big value in the front end, yeah. However, there are some products that millions people use per day, right? Thousands, hundred thousands people, and this is very important to catch that user experience, to catch that needs, yeah, and the functionality which really bring to the user a best user experience, that will hold the user, that will like make progress in your business, right, in application and everything. So
good. Mike, your turn.
So, uma coisa, o Mike is very, very good designer. Yeah, it's very, very good designer too. Yeah, Michael.
You know better.
No, it's very, very
I
good
tell
designer.
you like that. I never introduced myself as a designer, okay?
Yeah. Umas telas, ô Michel, eu tava no mesmo projeto que o Michael, e aí umas telas que eu vi ele desenvolvendo, o cara manja demais, cara, de design também. Além de ser front-end engineer, é um designer aí de natureza, manja das telas. Michael, what's the difference between working in Brazil and your country? Do you work in your country?
Yes, I did work in my country, and I work in a little bit in different countries as well, beside Brazil and Ukraine. I was relocated 3 times in my life. First, I started working in Ukraine. Then I was relocated to Moldavia. And after Moldavia, I was relocated to Polonia, in English, Poland, and Portuguese, Polonia. And then I was relocated to Brazil.
Nowadays, are you working in Brazil? In which company?
I work in right now in Zap's company here in San Jose, São Paulo state.
Yeah. I know the owner, the Pablo. Is my best friend, my friend. He's my
yes,
friend.
I'm happy here. I'm working here more than 1 year already.
And for you, there is some difference in people in Brazil, in other countries, in your country specifically. What is the difference between the abilities and soft skills and hard skill in the process in general?
Well, I will tell you my experience. Yeah, my point of view. That might be not the like. Maybe there is some people that might be disagree with me, right? So I say what I know, what I see. Yeah.
No problem. Your point of view.
Yeah. In general, in Brazil, people are more open, people more friendly, people more, how can I say? It's something like close to, but understand me right. It's like not not exactly.
It's like your best friend, your family.
Yes, like best. But in the other hand, for example, if you talk, this is how I see Brazilian and Ukrainians. It's different, yeah, because Brazilian more hot, Ukrainians more close people, more. We are not sad, okay, because some people say the Europeans so sad, you know, they looks like sad, they like everyone.
Yeah.
But it's not the truth. We would like to help others like Brazilian does. However, you need to ask us. Yeah, if you don't ask, we don't do anything like that.
and Brazilian people spend a long time, waste time in meetings. Waste time.
Yes, love to talk, like to that's something very interesting. When I arrived in Brazil, a friend of mine invited me. I met a lot of friends here, and I was invited to birthday. Aniversário. I went there. It was my first event in Brazil. I guess it like after 2 weeks I arrived in Brazil. And like it was long, but for me it was interesting, a lot of new people. And then I see like my other friend, he said, "Oh, Michael, okay, so this is finished, we need to go." And everyone, okay, let's go. We stand up in the apartment And after we stand up, we stayed maybe 40 minutes more, talk more before we leave apartment. For me, it was like, why you say let's go if we don't go?
30 minutes after. Okay, let's
go. And I saw that I didn't pay attention at that time, but then I understand that this is part of the culture. You say that you go, but you don't go. You go after 30, 40 minutes.
Hey, goodbye.
Yeah, so this is something about professional area, the same in Ukrainians and Brazilians. We extremely concretic in what we say, and there is a bunch of rules that laws that I think we follow more. For example, if you cannot, for example, how can I explain? For example, you have a task to do, right? And that task has 5 items to be done, right? And if you don't know how to make one of them, nobody cares. You need to make that. In a way, it's written that there,
Yeah.
Like the rule, it's higher than everything, and then your emotion, and then what you think, So this is the difference, because less freedom,
Yeah. And I think the Brazilian guys, when about time, when you have a meeting or 7 o'clock. Okay, it's not 7 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, this is something really close to the things I said a few minutes ago. Yeah. If today I'm really fine with that, because this is part of the culture, and we cannot complain about that. We need to just accept that as the truth and live with that. But that's true for me. I remember a friend of mine, he's developer as well. He's working in one of companies here in San Jose. He's front-end developer. He said, Michael, I will pick you up at 7 at your place. I take shower, I take my clothes, I took coffee, and I was sitting in the sofa, and I wait him 7 p.m. I cancel everything because I know that he will come and take me, pick me up. 7 p.m. he is not here. 7:20 he is not here, and no message from him. I sent him message, no response from him, and close to 7:40 he sent me message, Michael, I almost finish up my work, so soon I will go. And I was like, oh boy, man, you could send me message and say, Michael, I'm late, and I will do my stuff.
Yeah. And you wasted your 40 minutes.
I was 40 minutes, more than 40 minutes. Maybe 1 hour and a half. I was sitting in my sofa because I didn't know which time he will come, So I couldn't start anything. And it was first time I was a little bit sad with him, but then I understood that this is part of the game, So now it's fine.
Yeah. We need to accept.
Yes, yeah.
That's it. Okay, but about technology now, and which technology is you working right now in Zapits, in what kind of projects?
Okay. I am falling in love with React.js since, I guess, 2016, I guess, or so. I really love work in applications with React.js in a front end, right? If you talk about application.
Yeah.
So that's my. Also, I have experience working with Angular, with Vue a little bit. A lot of time in my life I spend.
Angular JS or Angular 2.2 plus?
2 plus. I've never working in my life with Angular JS, be honest. Never yet. Sorry for
and about Vue.js.
I studied Vue.js. I've done some projects a few years ago, 1 year ago. No, I guess 1 year and a half ago. However, when we decided to use that technology in the company, it wasn't great success. We didn't like. We only decided to do that because of clients' request. It was client request, you know. There is not big difference between all, let's say, libraries or frameworks. Like, yeah, for sure. Like for Angular framework, it's different than library React. But if you know one, it's easy for you to work in the other one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, it wasn't success with maintaining, with to make application grow. You know, like Redux, for example, was not tools at that period great for that. Now we have more, obviously, yeah, today in 2020. So that's my experience with Vue.js. And also I was working in a few projects with Angular 6 Plus, was great big applications, which I didn't felt so happy to work with that. Yeah.
You prefer React?
Yes. You know, few years ago, I was in one interview, 1 year ago, I think. I guess 1 year ago, 1 year and something, before I started at Zapt. And I put in my CV that like React front-end developer, you know, React.js. And the guy, HR, he asked me, Michael, we would like to talk to you, but only if you will be accepted to work with something else. And, you know, I see that sometimes recruiters, they are asking this question because people who love React.js, they doesn't want to work with something else, you know?
Yeah.
And this is something become today, like, you know, if you go through LinkedIn, you can see like, not front-end developer, but React.js developer, you know?
Yeah,
people,
it's not
like,
a front-end developer, it's a React developer.
Yeah, that they like put accent that I'm React.js developer. Yeah, so it means that you cannot offer me like to work with Angular, you know?
Yeah.
I don't say that I'm that kind of person. However, I really love React.js, because it shows in my experience flexibility, shows that I can trust in that, you know, what I'm doing.
Okay. In my company, we haven't used React yet, because we need to pay us to use React. If a customer, okay, you need to do this project in React, okay, we use React. But nowadays we use Angular JS, not JS, sorry, Angular 6 plus, Angular 6 plus. But we love to solve problems, not technology.
Yes,
But
this is
the key. Now we need we need to
doesn't
use
matter which library, doesn't matter which framework you use. You can write things with vanilla JavaScript. If you know how to make it work for you, it will be not a problem to make something else. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Mike, Mike, talvez.
Yeah, use the technology for fix problems. Yeah. Michael, your friend, William Pena, diz o seguinte: Mike, fala pro Michael que ele é o best cara do mundo.
I know the person who said that.
O Walter também disse aqui, Michael is an excellent professional and a great coworker. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Walter. You too. I believe in your future. Walter is our trainee, yeah, and he show everyone that he want to be that guy, yeah. He want to make it. He ask millions questions to everyone. So keep going, Walter.
Keep going, keep going. He's a great guy, great guy. He'll have a great future.
Yeah.
Michael, I have a question for you, my bro. Michelle, when Michael call me in Discord, I say, "Hey, my bro, how are you?" I am crazy. Michael, if you start in technology in today, right? What language you started? Yeah, you need. If you need in technology today, what language you started?
If I need to start project or if I need to learn technology, I didn't.
Learn technology. I don't know. I don't know technology. I never write code, right?
Okay, I understand. Yeah. This is for those who would like to start and what they should start first. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would I start? Well, first I think you need to understand. You need to understand one important thing in your life from the beginning. You cannot be a professional with everything you try to study. Yeah, with not like this. I will change how I do. You cannot be a professional with everything which market offer you to learn today. You know what I mean? A lot of people from the beginning go to Udemy, for example, or any other platform, right? Or university, yeah. But let's say of sources which we have like open, like Udemy or others, yeah, a bunch of others. They offer like backend node, they offer like JavaScript, React.js, Vue, Angular, wherever you want, Swift. Yeah, you can do a million stuff. And this is very important from the beginning for you to understand this, that if you want to be a professional with something, you can take something one, make it work, yeah, understand how it works, and after that, you can feel free to start something else, yeah? Because a common problem that people from the beginning put in the CV, for example, I'm doing a lot of interviews and like I'm in charge of to select people at the front-end positions, open front-end positions in our company. And a lot of cases happen that young people put a lot of things in the CV, like Node.js, Ruby, PHP, React.js, like CSS, SAS, a lot of things, And it's not, I don't say that it's not true. Is it true? But are you really professional of that things what you're saying? Probably not yet, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's why I think that important from the beginning, not to try to understand everything, but understand something, for example, React.js or JavaScript from the beginning, right? And make it like perfect in your life.
Yeah. I think I agree. I agree with you, because when you are starting, you need to focus in one thing, and you need to learn and understand how it works, and step by step, baby steps.
Yeah.
One thing.
How I see, for example, in my life, what's happened like that. When I learned my first language, right, that I realized that the next one was really easy. Yeah. When I learned first technology, the next one always easy. Yeah, because it's like almost the same, but a little bit syntax is different, a little bit the concept different. But it's like still. Base, that base, when you like understand the algorithms, you understand the logic of
you need to understand the base deeply. and after that you can learn another languages, another technologies, another frameworks, because the base is the most important thing that you need to know, and the base you need to understand deeply, and after that you can learn anything.
Yeah.
Exactly my bros. Yeah, Michael. If I learn a language, for example, JavaScript, I make a project, right? But this project I make with course. I watch course, yeah, in platform Udemy, YouTube, anything. How to prove it that I know, yeah? Como eu provo que eu sei? I send the project in GitHub. Can I send? Can I say? Can I send project in GitHub? Can I say send the project in my LinkedIn? How to I prove it that I know, right?
Mm-hmm. How to prove that you know what you know? Yeah, what you say you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a philosophical question.
Yeah, Mike, the guy, like asked the question. No, that's actually, this is a very nice question. I think this is this is important question, right? Because a lot of people just starting to do things, right? A lot of young people learning, yeah, because today IT area is growing, and it's growing in an extremely fast way, yeah. So there is always place for everyone, right? So I think like that. I can say that I know technology if I finish at least one project with that, right? If I finish one project, maybe not like finish, maybe project like 2 years or 1 year, but at least I make it work. I was working during some time, yeah. Then I can tell, okay, I know this technology. I gonna put this in my CV. I gonna like tell everyone that I am experienced with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After you finish your course in Udemy, I would suggest you to make some practice more, like try to create like a repository, created your application, wherever, React or Angular, or this is backend might be application, right? Wherever. And try get your business idea, small business idea, yeah, and make it work in real life, right? So, for example, what I did, my first was it's a bookstore. I did bookstore. It was my first application with React.js. It wasn't about job. I was just studying, and I did Node.js backend for that. So I thought like in all business, you know, how it's gonna work, how backend communicate with front end, how I get some data, what is a HTTP request, yeah, like you know, like points like that. And after I finished my first project, for me, it took like 1 month, I guess, or maybe less than 1 month. I just study, I try, and nobody could tell me that, Michael, we don't have time, let's go fast, you know, so do like, yeah. So this is the best way, I think. And after you finish that, you can put this in GitHub and you can say, I did this. I make it, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is very, very good because if I watch a course, yeah, I need practice. I need more practice because I need to make other projects for practice more and try making other solutions. Michael, we have 2 questions for you and the chat, right? João Arruda. Good evening, João Arruda. Abraço para você. Michael, which technology do you believe that you persist on web development? I mean, React.js is very famous. But what do you think?
Okay, I guess I understand the question. Will persist. Okay. Well, I said before that React.js is my favorite library, right? If you talk about, as I understood, we talk not about language, we talk about libraries and frameworks, right?
Yeah.
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 2016, I guess, right? Or 2014, React.js was released, right? Or something like that. I don't remember really. But before that, nobody knew about this library. So what I mean by that today, the way how technology in our area is growing, how they appears, right? A few years ago, nobody knew about Vue.js, but today a lot of companies use, and they are so happy with that. We never know what's going to happen in 2 years, in 2023, for example. We don't know what's going to happen, right? But what I know that progress never stay in the same place, yeah, in the same position. If there will be in the future some library or some language or some framework that I will think that it's better than React.js or different, yeah, right? It might be totally different concept of doing things, right? For sure I will learn that. For sure I will study, and probably it will be my best things in the future, yeah? But today I think it's React.
React. Yeah. And for me, I think 10 years ago we had a lot of frameworks. One framework for seconds in JavaScript, and hell.js and Ember,
yeah.
jQuery, and man, a lot of JavaScript libraries. But nowadays, I think that was the moment that the community and the people were creating something, and we was in a diverge situation. I think nowadays we will we oh my gosh. We are in a connect in a diverge and converge situation. And for me, we have three libraries, and both is very good. Is React and Angular and Vue.js. If you choose anyone, it's okay. It's the three best libraries in JavaScript.
I'm agree. Yeah.
This is in web development. Yeah. In mobile, I like more creative apps, right? And I use the native and the other language. Example, React Native. Now exists that two languages more, React Native and Flutter. Yeah.
This Dart. Yeah.
Dart. Yeah.
In future, yeah, future. Enfim, in futuro, React Native and Flutter vai continuar, will continue or no? That you know.
I know only one thing, that people getting lazy. Year by year, they getting lazy more and more. And today, they try to simplify everything, you know? Yeah. For example, if you talk about Flutter, right? Flutter. They created the Dart, and Flutter. And this is looks like very nice tool. I didn't work yet in a like business projects, right? In a commercial project. But I see some statistics that they are fighting a lot, right? Like React Native and Flutter, they really start fighting, and I believe that future in both. But what I mean about complexity and simplify, yeah, I said that like we become lazy and everything. For example, a Flutter today we can use even for web development, not just for mobile, right? However, in the end, after you compile your code, you will receive JavaScript.
Yeah.
You know, and this is something
that is the base that we you told it 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, like
that is the base, JavaScript.
Yeah, like if you talk about in mobile, I cannot tell about everything in mobile. I'm not really mobile developer. However, like you said, that there is native and others, Objective-C, Java, you know, like a bunch of languages that might be much better than, for example, React Native. They can solve more problems than React Native, for example. They're more flexible. However, to work with them and maintain that, they're much harder, you know. And it's less famous, less people who know the technologies, you know what I mean? So what I think about future in this area, about React Native and Flutter, I think it's gonna grow till that time where people will simplify that code writing till zero, you know, that people don't need to write really code, you know, they will like just to build something like by visual editors, you know, or something like that. That's, I think, you know, I see how it's happening today, right? In the past, for example, to build website, you need like HTML, you need CSS, then you need JavaScript, then you need like, for example, the jQuery we use in the past, right? Before libraries, I mean, yeah, before frameworks.
Before library.
And you need to know a lot of stuff. You need to know all those syntaxes, why it's HTML, why it's CSS, why it need, you know, and today, for example, without this, you cannot live. However, for simple job, there is a lot of portals, a lot of tools that can generate for you this, for example, like, let me, if I'm not wrong, I forgot. Flow. I forgot the name, guys, right now. Webflow, sorry.
Webflow.
Yeah, Webflow. We don't talk about the applications, right? Webflow it wasn't built to solve business application big. However, today a lot of companies use that and happy. And the things that you need to be just a designer to start to work with that. Yeah. That's, I think, what's probably can happen even with mobile in the future.
Yeah.
And about designing, which tools do you use when you design something? Adobe XD, Figma, or Sketch?
Well, when I do design, I really love Figma. Why? Because it's simple, very simple interface, very simple tools. You don't need to... I have experience working with Adobe products as well, like Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop. However, today, as a front-end developer, I don't have anything like to do, for example, like graphic design to make logo or something, right? If I need to do some like page, I can be without that. So I really love Figma because it's free, it's easy, and it's like have everything I need today.
Yeah. And you can share online and collaborate with another guys. For me, it's the best feature in Figma is share your design, and you can collaborate with your friends and your coworkers.
For example, for a point of view as a front-end developer, not as a design, but front-end developer, I prefer work with Avocode. I don't know if you are already aware of that tool.
No, I've never used the Avocode, but we use it Zeppelin to...
Zeppelin. This is very similar things. This is
very
similar.
Like... we prefer Zeppelin because it's easier to get the assets, and Figma it's okay, but Zeppelin is much better.
I see that the purpose, that because Zeppelin and our code was the purpose, it's to solve life developers, but not designers, right? So they was taking care not how to person will develop design, but was taking care how developer can get assets, styles, spaces, padding, margin, and the other styles we need. Yeah. So Pixel Perfect if you need, great tools.
They solve just one objective is solve the developer life.
Yeah. We have image for share. For share when have a person for history of dev, yeah. And we made Michelle make this image that we share in Instagram and in YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
You image, Michael. You image that have your face, your name, and the date now. Michelle make and Figma and
Figma.
share.
Yeah, man. Because the first banner that guys used in Instagram and YouTube, man, it was terrible. It's ugly. Oh my gosh. Mike, come here. I will create a new banner for you guys to use in YouTube. We need to make a pro work for you, and I will use a Figma and create some templates for you guys, and you can use for the rest of your life. And man, it's much better because the first banner, man, it's so ugly.
Today I see these pictures. They're very professional, everything, and I think the branding of your own product should be beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's important because when someone sees something ugly, you don't believe that it is a great product, and if you is the first impact when you see something. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, I think it's a great product.
Yes, this is like something about the joke side. I met in my life a few times persons, companies, or startups, or whatever you call. Like, we are a startup, we want to offer you a great product. We're gonna make your business life. And when you like, okay, can I see your website? And they, we don't have website. And then I like start to think, okay, so how can you solve my problem if you cannot solve your problem?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to use technology at the first day of your startup. You need to prove, you need to learn about your business model. You need to understand about the problems. You can sell your idea and your product, but you don't need to use technology at the first day. You need to validate your ideas. And after that, you can contract us, contract you, contract a company to make for you your first MVP product. And after that, you can create your own squad or team to work for you. But the first thing in startup is not a product, is not technology, is your business model, your ideas, solve problems.
Yes, how you position yourself. What is the purpose of you in general?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ok, quem tiver perguntas e quiser mandar aqui para o Michael, pode mandar as perguntas no YouTube que a gente vai fazendo aqui para ele aqui.
Pode mandar a pergunta em português, galera, beleza? Pode mandar a pergunta em português.
Pode mandar em português, a gente tenta traduzir.
Sim, pode mandar. Eu entendi. Pode? Eu pode ler? Posso. Eu posso ler português também, pouco. Mas eu não sei... Não posso escrever, né? Porque língua portuguesa é muito difícil.
Muito
mais difícil that I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Mais difícil que russo.
Eu acho que mais, porque russo não é simples também, mas português tem even more e mais palavras, mais verbs, more way how to say the things, which is sometimes quite complicated.
Gutenberg say, Mr. Mike, yeah.
Mr. Mike,
Michael,
yeah.
I have a question. I'm so sorry, Mike, Michelle.
No problem.
Okay, how many languages do you say you know?
Well, there is some languages that I can say that I'm almost like fluent, and some languages that I can communicate, right? But I'm not fluent. For example, Portuguese. I can say that I can speak in Portuguese. I can understand in Portuguese, right? However, if you will ask me to write a poem in Portuguese, I will be not able to make it, right?
Right.
Something like that. Or for example, write documentation in Portuguese for me it's very hard today, right? This is something that I suffer a lot where I need to write documentation. Yeah. So I can say like that I'm fluent, brilliant Russian, brilliant Ukrainian, let's say up intermediate, like not up intermediate, like almost very good English, right?
That's so good.
Yeah, still not perfect, because I'm from country where we don't speak English, right? So I had to learn by my own. And I know Polonese, and I know how to speak. Eu sabe pouco falar português. Yeah. So, 5 línguas.
Boa. Boa. Got it. 5 languages. We have a question now.
You know something about Portuguese, like a basic, and the basic of English, and that's it.
But for example, when I write in Brazil, I was like, okay, I need to learn language because here people doesn't speak Russian and Ukrainian, neither Polish, right? And then I realized, okay, if I now start to, this is something interesting I'm gonna tell you now. Yeah, when I decide to go to Brazil, my English was very bad, man. I speak so bad. I was like just ask about food, and I would say like I want to sleep, That's it.
But you don't need English here in Brazil because people don't speak English here.
Yes, but when I write in Brazil, like, okay, man, you need to work, you need to speak, you need to communicate with people, and I take a look on the Portuguese, and oh no, this is not gonna happen fast with Portuguese. So what I did first, I start to study more English just for me to start communicate well with people, And after that, when I was feel that okay, in English it's okay, now I can say what I mean, what I think, what I need, what I want. Yeah. So then I start to learn Portuguese,
Okay. The first time was English to Portuguese.
Yes.
Yeah, man. The last question for you, Michael. Daniel Lima. Abraço, Daniel. Yeah. Em quais linguagens de programação você mais curte desenvolver?
In which language I'm
You like
feel
to,
more
to work?
Yeah.
He's a
More
writing man.
definitely JavaScript. Definitely JavaScript.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, for example, I really love CSS, but CSS is not a language, right? It's like just a
Yeah.
cascade styles. I love them. I think that I like in my previous company, I guess I get the peak of the knowledge of that CSS because I had to do a lot of visual stuff. However, JavaScript, it's the forever, I think, the best one for now.
The best one.
The favorite,
like
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah. So the last question now, Michel.
The last question. Okay.
Last question.
No, we have two questions actually.
Two questions. Yeah.
Two questions. Yeah. Okay. If you was starting right now, which tips would you say for you?
Say for me.
Yeah.
I would say
if you was starting right now, would you say
I would
what
say
for you?
for me, Michael, pay more attention at your university. Don't think that it's just a paper, because if I would back now in the time where I started to study in university, I would read more, I would study more, I would ask teacher to even give me more things to study, man. This is so important. This is very important because when you're there, you don't think that this is important. It's everything bored. It's everything like
it's boring. I want just the paper.
Yeah, I already want to job. I'm ready for everything. Like so, this is the first thing. If you are in university, or you're just thinking about that, you need to understand that this is something that you planted. You do investment in your life. How you will study now, that's who you will become. Yeah. So that's what I would say.
And the repetition a lot.
Yeah. Don't other thing. Don't try to understand everything in 2 weeks, only in 2 months. Take something one technology. Try like as much as you need, because for different persons it might be different time. Like for example, one person can understand JavaScript in 5 months, other person need 1 year, and someone, for example, like few weeks. I just in general, So, but you need to focus. You need to focus in something one, and then after you like understand, go and take other things and focus on that things, and like this. That's what I would suggest.
That is the tip that all of our how can I say? Oh my gosh! Oh. Convidados, oh caramba, guests,
Yes.
all guests that we stay here said the same thing. You need to focus just in one thing, just in one language, and after that you can learn more things, but focus step by step, one thing.
Yeah, this is something that I would tell myself in the past. That's something that I missed, that I didn't do. I was like try to study everything, because for example, I was like looking for a job, and I see like in a job offers, website, I see
job offers,
like we need like front-end developer, and front-end developer should know CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, React. In that time, not React, but like JavaScript, jQuery, some Ember, for example. Then you need to know
like items. Oh my god,
PHP, items, like I don't know, like it's a lot of stuff, and you like, okay, I need to get this everything, and tomorrow send my CV, and you like study, you try to understand everything, and in the end you don't know nothing.
Yeah. No, Van Ribeiro. No, it's not Michelle. Michelle always says about it. Focus one thing and finish it. I always said that phrase, that sentence. Always. We need to stop to start and start to deliver.
Yes, yeah. To make something till the end, yeah.
Yeah. If you start, you need to finish and deliver. After that, you can start another thing. I use that strategy when I want to learn a book. I buy a book and I can buy another book just when I finish this book.
After you finish this one.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
This is something that was happened to me as well when you like start some technology, like Angular, for example. I install first time, I try, and then I see like, wow, it's okay. I think I understand, and you stop your project, trainee project, yeah. And then you like take view and do the same, yeah. But it's very important not just that you understand technology, it's important to train yourself, right? To train yourself that you start and you finish, yeah?
Yeah.
Even though it's boring, but it's something that we need to do.
Okay. Man, thank you so much for having me here with us. But we have the last question for you. Mike? Or
Yeah. I can I say now? All right. Michael, who do you invite to next live? Can I? No, my internet is down now. Yeah. Who do you invite?
You need to invite some professional for the next live. Who do you need who do you want to invite for the next episode? The next episode.
Well, I can invite. I don't know if he will accept, but I consider him as a mentor, even my mentor. Yeah, we work in the same company. He is a great guy. I see that I know, and I'm sure that he is like extremely experienced in a full stack, front end and back end. This is William. I don't know how to spell his last name. Mike, you know Will?
William Pena?
William Pena. Pena, yeah, Pena. That's right,
Pena.
Yeah, if I would select someone, he would be the first place.
He's a Brazilian guy?
I think he's Brazilian. He working with me, and I think he's watching right now because he was sending message here.
Okay, and in the next episode of this dev story, you will help us to bring him for him.
Yes, okay? For sure. I'm gonna invite personally.
Yeah. Okay. Michael, thanks. Very, 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 very thanks. Você é o the best cara do mundo. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado de verdade por você ter participado. Thanks for your participation in this live. You accept my invite. Thanks, my bro. Michel, não vou nem te falar nada, né, cara? Muito obrigado por também ter ajudado aí. Obrigado por ter participado, certo?
Tamo junto. Cara, para mim foi, cara, for me it was the first time that I speaking in English in YouTube and public for other guys. Then for me it was amazing because I can prove that it's possible speaking English, and man, that's it. If you want to do something, you can do it. And
Yes.
then, man, thank you so much for inviting me. It was a pleasure know you, Michael. My xará xará, como eu não sei como fala xará em inglês. Xará is a, how can I say?
Brother.
No. I don't know how can I say in English, but xará is when two person have names. Names.
I see. I
The same
understand.
name.
With the same names. Yeah.
The same name. Yeah. I don't know how can I say
Neither
that
do I.
word
But
in English. But man, thank you so much, Michael, or all of you. It was challenging for me. Speaking English, man. Thank you.
guys, thank you so much too for this invitation. I really appreciate that I can share my story. I can share my experience, and I believe that it might help someone to know that nothing is impossible in this area. And if you think that you want to make it, you can make it. Yeah. So just ten paciencia and keep going.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible. Yeah, this is very crazy.
Yeah. The two phrases I like most: nothing is impossible, and the best is yet to come. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, thanks. And galera, muito obrigado por todo mundo que assistiu aqui.
As a original Brazilian guys, bye for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 10 minutes, bye. Yeah, my brother, I like. Galera, muito obrigado por você estar assistindo aqui. Obrigado, Michel. Obrigado, Michael. Obrigado por todos que estão presentes na História de Dev. E, galera, até a próxima, beleza? Vou estar finalizando aqui a live. E muito obrigado. Boa noite, gente. Valeu. Valeu, Michel.
See you next episode.
See you.
Yeah, see you next episode. Now.